figured I deserved one. Well, hello and welcome to Love Audio's YouTube channel. My name is Paul Webber. Great to have you along this evening, this morning, or this afternoon, whatever time it is where you are this afternoon, this evening, this morning, around the world. Please do let me know. It's great to see you here. If you're new here, by the way, tap new in the comments and we'll say hi to you. And those that have been around for a little while longer, then make sure you make the newcomers feel extra special and welcome. Now, what is Love Audio production all about? Basically, it's a safe, fun, friendly, and hopefully entertaining and informative platform for you to learn the basics in audio production. My apologies, you can hear the birds. The gate, obviously, on the desk isn't working as well as it should be. But that's fine. It's summertime and we like the birds singing, don't we? So if you're on board with that, give the video a nice thumbs up and we'll get going, shall we? Love Audio! All right, now let's say hi to a few people. First of all, hi to Ina. Hello to Ina from Communications Social Media Livestream in from Denmark this evening. Thank you very much for joining, Ina. Hope you are well. Also, hello to Rob Thomas joining us from Ohio. Thank you very much indeed, Rob. Good to see you and a great pleasure to see you on the stream this evening. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So today I thought, well, you know, because I've been on a very, very long round trip up north and Rich Vibes is in the house. Hello to you, Rich, as well. Welcome along. As always, that's brilliant. Nice welcome for him. So I've done a bit of a round-robin trip. I went all the way up to Cheadle near Stockport, near Manchester, on Friday. What day are we on? Friday? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, it kind of blurs into insignificance, doesn't it? No, you know, I've had a pretty busy weekend, and it's been a bit of a trip, you know, around the country, and then from Cheadle, so from mid-Devon all the way up to Cheadle, and then down as far as Essex to see some friends. That's Danny and Steve down in Essex, and then across home here to mid-Devon again. So kind of a triangular trip across the country, about 900 miles in total, but back nice and safely. And I thought, well, you know, deserve a quick beer after dinner, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Wayne Cole is in the house. Hello, Wayne. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Well done to you. And good to see you on the stream tonight as well. So really, it's just kind of hang out with me and you. I'll bring up an instance of PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, and we'll take a look at that as well. I want to add a track to the song that I've been working on for months, and you know, I'm never ever going to release this. I'm just going to keep it as a project and work on it. But you never know, it might get to that stage where I send it off to my friend to get it mastered. Mike Marsh is a mastering engineer down in Exmouth in Devon, and can you hear those birds? That's incredibly loud, isn't it? I'm going to have to. It's funny actually, because I had a question from a viewer during the week saying we'd like to see you do a voiceover from scratch, like from script to finished product, but also featuring the sound treatment that you have in your garage there, or garage, or whatever you want to call it. Danny Davis is in the house. Hello to you, Danny. Thank you very much indeed for hosting. Danny and Steve hosted me across the weekend. It was a very pleasurable weekend. Thank you very much indeed, and you are the ultimate hosts, so thank you very much indeed. So yeah, he was asking about the treatment of the room. Now, if I go to my NDI camera, you'll see, I love those birds, quite clearly that there's not much in the way of soundproofing. And that burgundy, where are we? That burgundy screen there was the old voiceover booth, which is kind of in two bits. One of the bits is still in Saltash. I've got to bring that back here. And the other side is just propped up against the wall. That's all it is. There's a polystyrene Y over there on the wall there. Behind my shelf unit there, you'll see the CD racks that you see on the main screen. If we go to that one, you'll see that just behind me there like that. But otherwise, it's just the shelf unit, and that's hollow. So the shelf unit has got holes through it. So there's no acoustic treatment back there. The only thing in front of me behind the screens here, if I twist the camera around, you see this is the camera that I'm using as a main camera. I've got you guys on this side on the YouTube bit, and then I've got the software vMix on this side. Some high luminescent kind of lights above there. I've got to get the umbrella for that. I can't remember where I've left it, but I know it's here somewhere. I haven't unpacked it yet. But behind there, you can just about see some foam things. So what I've done is I've stacked one bit of foam on top of the other just to give me a bit of absorption with regards to the sound behind the camera. So when I'm talking to the camera, like that, my voice isn't bouncing around off the edge of the garage door or off of the ceiling or off of the walls or anything like that. So it's a good idea to get as many soft furnishings around you as possible. I've got a rug underneath me. It's a Love Audio branded rug, which is brilliant, with the old logo on it, but I'm standing on it, so that's cool. And there's one behind there as well. And, you know, other than that, no other soft treatments apart from on the monitor stands. Let me just go back to my NDI camera here. So if you look across to the M Audio monitors, they are based on a load of sponge, and that's good for absorbing the bass notes that are coming out of that as well, if you have it turned up, of course. But also that's acting as some sound absorption as well. HDMB, that's Tom working and listening in the van. Thanks very much indeed for joining, Tom. Hope you're okay. Just giving people a bit of a background to the garage setup here in mid-Devon. Which is the new setup, of course. Hopefully you'll come and visit soon, but I know that we're coming to see you on Wednesday for a meal in Taunton, so that'll be really nice. Looking forward to that. Excellent stuff. And yeah, let's have a look. What else can I show you? So yeah, so as regards soundproofing and sound absorption, you can see it's a V-shaped roof. It's like an apex roof, and the beauty about that is that the sound bounces off of the slopes left and right. It's not on a flat surface, so the voice that I'm creating, the projecting, doesn't bounce off of the ceiling, So yeah, there we go. Steve notices the Valspar paint tin. He's got better eyesight than I have. Where's that? Valspar paint tin. Where are you looking? I can't see that. Where is that? Valspar paint tin. That's good. What, over in the corner? How can you see that? Hang on. Wow, really? Through there? You can see that through there? Wow, you've got amazing eyesight. If you can see that, that's like through that little tiny little gap there. Valspar paint tin, amazing. Near the door. Yeah, I know, near the door. It is near the door. You're absolutely right. And it is Valspar. You're absolutely right. How did you see that? As I'm waving this around, how did you possibly get... God, that's incredible. Okay. Where were we? So yeah, as regards sound absorption, there's not a great deal in here, and it doesn't really sound like it needs it. But I am going to get some insulation on the walls because it's only a single skin wall, and therefore the sound carries outside. So if you're outside and I'm doing a very loud voiceover, you can hear me. Let's put it that way. So it's not particularly soundproofed as regards a room, but as regards sound treatment, I don't think it sounds too bad, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm using the Behringer C1 microphone, so that helps. And it's got a great sound to it, as you can probably tell. It's going through the mixing desk, of course, and that's the Rodecaster Pro. He's got eyes like a what's it house rat. I shan't say the bit in exclamation marks and asterisks and stuff, but yeah, you get the idea. So it's the Rodecaster Pro. Got some settings on there that I've dialed in, and we showed you that on a previous stream recently, so go back and watch that if you want to know how I kind of dialed that in, which is cool. Let's have a look here. Talk to Rob Thomas is in. He's back in as a different pseudonym, working and listening at the storage locker this afternoon. Well done, Rob. We must get together to do that stream soon that we keep promising and putting off and stuff. So that's always a good idea, get that done. Let's do that and do that. Get back to that screen. Okay. So yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, if you have a room that doesn't have that many soft furnishings in, you are going to get some room reverb and some noise bouncing off of walls and things like that. The rule of thumb is that if you have a kind of triangular position where your monitors are, so left and right, I'm touching the monitors now with my left hand and right hand, and you have a triangle between those two and yourself, that's where you should be positioned as regards to listening, and your ears should be center between the tweeter and the woofer. Your line of ear, if you will, should line up with that, which these do because they're on stands. As regards soundproofing, or sound absorption, you should try and put something on the walls on that side and on that side, but I'm not central to the room. So once I've sorted everything out as regards storage and everything else that's here, I'm going to move the desk so it is central to the garage, and then looking back towards the background, as you can see there, that'll be pretty much central. As you can see, it's kind of off center currently, because if I do that, it looks like the shelves are tilted. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it kind of there or thereabouts, which is pretty cool. Why we've got the Ironing Man thing up there, I really don't know. Let me just go back to that screen there. That's you guys. There we go. Okay, much better. So yeah, you get the idea. What I was going to do is also show you an instance of Studio One 5.5 Pro. So Studio One 5.5 Pro from PreSonus. It looks kind of like this as a DAW, which is cool. And we've got the usual track up on the screen, which is the song that I keep promising to finish, but never do. It's called It's Not Easy When You Fall in Love. And it goes something like this. It's not easy when you fall in love. You'll notice the bass track that we added last time, that's coming in quite heavy at the moment. Got some good reverb on there and some good analog delay as well, which is cool. But what I wanted to do is to add some choral stuff to it on one of the tracks. So let me just try and find out which track it is. It's that one there. Let's go that and go. And let's rewind the track and press record. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. You to know I never let you go, but it was clear right from the start you never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. Well, it's kind of rubbish because it was all over the place, but this is the music track, as you see. So what we do is kind of expand that, and you can see each of the notes that I've played, which is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But if we play that and we solo it, so let's go to, let's have a look here. I can't get over those birds, man. That's so amazing. It's the next Pet Shop Boys. I don't know about that. Hardly. But let's solo that track up and then play the thing on its own. So just kind of female chorus going on there as well. Clearly synthesized, obviously not the real thing, as you can tell. Good grief. Yeah, so we're definitely getting rid of that because that's not good at all. But the good thing about recording MIDI straight into the software is that you can erase it and do whatever you want with it. So it's pretty cool. Let's go back and record a little bit more. Let's go back again. And when we press record, it's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, probably a 4-bar count in before it actually starts. So watch what happens here. Hang on, if I go to main screen, you'll see that. So down at the bottom here, when I press record, watch what happens. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. First, I wanted you to know I never let you go, but it was clear right from the start you never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know the way I feel. But your heart is made of steel, and you don't feel the same. We're wanting different things. That I know is true, and it's all because of you. Of you. Of you. Of you. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love.
Yeah, there you go. So we just added a choral track in here, and it's shush, dog outside. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to get some soundproofing in here, aren't I? Because that's not good. Shush. There you go. Brilliant stuff. I love it. So yeah, let's go back to the. Oh, hang on, back at the beginning of the track. Go there, and then we go press there.
It's not easy.
All I'm doing is soloing up the track and unsoloing it according to where we want to listen to it in that particular piece of the track. Here we go.
It's not easy when you. It's not easy when you fall in love. First, I wanted you to know. First, I wanted you to know. You never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not.
So already I've seen a really dodgy error there. So let's go. Let's open the piano roll like this, and
Fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy.
yeah, that's all right.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know where I feel. Your heart is made of steel. And you don't feel
Steve says it's very Eurovision. Yeah, it is actually, isn't it? I should have entered.
that I know.
Can you imagine if I got it? Oh my gosh.
And it's all because of you.
No.
Of you. Of you.
There's an error here as well. Hang on.
That I know is true. And it's all because of you. Of you. Of you. Of you. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. I know it's true. And it's all because of you. Of you. Of you. Of you. It's not easy when you fall in love.
So yeah, guys, we're just messing around tonight. Audio production for beginners, and I am a complete beginner, as you can probably tell. But we're looking at editing audio and editing video, that kind of thing. On the mixer, by the way, I want to bring that up and show you as well. So let's look at this. So on the mixer from left to right, let me just go to the main screen again. You can see the whole thing. So on the left-hand side are all the details about how the thing is progressing. And then if you've got anything on... if you've selected each track, you'll notice on the left-hand side it changes colour and changes to the track information for that one as well. So you can take all of that off, that's fine. And then go to this one, which is the chorus that we're talking about. There's the guys down at the bass notes, of course. Beautiful. Hours of fun. But no, you can see that obviously that's how things are going. And you can see whatever's on the track itself as regards to processing. So nothing really till you get to the Vox track. And then I've got a compressor on here. I've got a Pro EQ. Let's open up each one of those in turn and we'll show you what that does. So compressor, go to here and we go to edit. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. There you go. Edit. Right, okay. So this is the compressor. So when that's playing the particular track that is relevant to the vocals, then you'll see that working. Give me 2 seconds while I try and find a bit of vocal for you. Is it playing? No, because it's gone past the song, you fool. Try this. So you can see there that the compressor is working really hard.
Your heart is made of steel, and you don't feel the same. We're wanting different things. That I know is true.
That's without the compressor. That's with the compressor. So it's raising the quiet bits and then quietening down any loud bits so they don't peak.
It's not easy when you fall in.
That's without. That's with. Stop it there a second. Now we'll go to the Pro EQ and show you that. Come on. This is really annoying. Oh, not much. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, you can do it on the thing, on the fly. That's brilliant. Okay, I didn't want to do that really. I wanted to edit it. Come on. Please work for me. There we go. Edit. Right. Cool. Okay, so here's the Pro EQ. Let's play that again.
It's not easy when you fall in love.
So I've rolled off the bass at the bottom end down here, and I've rolled off a little bit of the treble here at the top.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not
And of course, you can adjust that on the fly as well with the different settings down here as well.
easy when you fall in love.
Exactly. So that's that. Okay, cool. Do that. And then we've got mix verb as well. So you've got some reverb going on there. Edit. Hello? Where's my mix verb gone? Hello, mix verb. Where are you? Where's my mix verb gone? Come on, baby. There we go. There you go. One there. Edit. Okay, so where's the mix verb disappeared to? Come on. I want mix verb, but it's not there. Double click on that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so you've got some settings here that you can adjust, which is cool. So you've got pre-delay, so that's 97.5 milliseconds before the song starts, or before any vocals start, it comes in, believe it or not. So it's got a delay before the vocals and after. Goodness knows how that works, but it sounds good. Size, that's indicative of the size of the room, if you like. So 23.7% of the whole saturation of the room is taken care of with that one. Damp, no idea. Gate threshold, obviously that's a gate working, it's negative 22 dB. And mix, 23% of the signal going from the microphone to the mix verb is 23%. So we're not over swamping it with a load of reverb, okay? And then you've got the analog delay. That's the kind of bit that you hear going from left to right. So which sounds pretty cool. So let's try and edit that. There we go. Now this is a pretty cool little piece of kit. This is called the analog delay. It comes built in to PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, and it's got delay on it. It's got an LFO, which is a low frequency oscillator. You've got color on here you can adjust. You've got motor, you've got width, and you've got global dry or wet. So we've got it locked at around 1/4 there. You see that that's dialed in at around 1/4 the hour. Width, of course, is talking about stereo width, and the ping pong mode is off and is the sum of whatever's going into it, which is cool. And you can swap left to right to left, and that thing by clicking that swap button just there. Motor factor, no idea. Inertia, I think that's probably the grit that you hear, the kind of the distortion in the background. A little bit of color added to it as well, with some high cut and some drive. The drive is the grit rather, so that's the one you're looking at there, and it's on about 53%. And then above that you've got the delay itself, so you can adjust the time of it, so it's on 1/8 of a note, and it's 36% feedback. Okay, you can boost that and sync it and all that kind of stuff as well, which is cool. So it's a pretty nice piece of kit, and like I say, it comes built in to PreSonus 5.5 Pro, PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, which is pretty cool. So those are the 4 things that I've got on the vocal channel. There you go. You just double click on that to expand it and then close it again like that, which is cool. And then right on the end, let's go to the final channel here, and you'll notice that on the let's have a look here, on the final track itself, you've got a limiter on there. Now let me just play you it without the limiter on, and see what happens to these levels on this meter here on the right hand side. Ready? So I'm going to take the limiter off by switching it just there, and then press play.
It's not easy when you fall in.
See, already it's peaked at 76 dB above where it should be. So we put the limiter on, and we get rid of that, and then play again. No distortion and no clipping.
But it was clear right from the start. You never shared the same feelings that I gave.
And here's the limiter working hard, look.
As well depart.
Obviously it doesn't need to during that bit, because that bit goes quiet.
It's not easy when you fall in love.
So a limiter you would put on the final track to give it that nice kind of radio sound, if you will.
It's not easy when
And if you've got a drum beat pumping, then that's where that comes in. So that's actually making the limiter dip.
it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know where I feel. Your heart is made of steel. You don't feel the same. We're wanting different things. That I know is true. And it's all because of you. Of you. Of you. Of
Yeah, so there you go. It's released on the 28th of April, May even. No, I'm only joking. I wish it was. It'd be really cool, but yeah, sadly not. So yeah, it's unsigned currently. Unsigned. So if anybody's watching that's kind of looking for some bits and pieces to kind of publish, then yeah, you know, it's not easy when you fall in love. I wrote the lyrics. I can't take total credit for the music. Although, no, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I did that from scratch. Having said that, it was based on a song that I really like from the 90s. And if you can find it and let me know in the comments what you think it is, then you deserve a prize. And I'll probably get you a Love Audio mug, which you can find, by the way, on the merch store. He says, which is at loveaudiosmerchstore.com. Loveaudiosmerchstore.com if you want t-shirts, mugs, and that kind of thing. Get yourself over there. If you want to look at the website, that's fine. It's also loveaudio.co.uk. Let me go over this side. That's better. Is that better? There we go. Loveaudio.co.uk is the website. And yeah, please do get in touch. If you want to email, you can do at any time that you like. Where's my email button? There we go. So email hello@loveaudio.co.uk. That's the email address if you want to reach out and ask any questions. Also drop a comment in there as well, and we can answer that on the fly. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you're watching the video thinking, I actually like this guy. He's funny and entertaining and all that kind of jazz, then get and subscribe, and then you get notified when we go live next, especially if you click the bell button, which is normally Monday nights, 8 p.m. British summertime. Okay, I can get you some airplay, says Danny. No, you can't. Yeah, it's definitely not going to air, not until I've run it past a few producer friends of mine, because you know there's lots of things that need tweaking on it yet, and you know it's fine as it is, and it's a 2-minute pop song, and yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to go there yet. So there we go. If you've got any questions, by the way, on audio production generally, or you want to know what's going on with that, then please do drop a comment in there. Sammy Superstar's just joined us. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy's a musician from New Jersey in America. So thank you very much indeed for joining, Sammy. Really good to see you as well. Danny says he's watching it on the big TV. Good. Steve wants a mug. I bet he does. Eurovision, LMAO. Steve says it's very Eurovision. Eurovision with one S. Yeah, very good. Eurovision. Blind Guy shows it's an 80s flashback. You could be right. Ina says goes number 1 when released. That's very kind of you. That's really good. Danny says these are the next Pet Shop Boys. No, he's not. They're doing wedding stuff currently, planning the wedding, which is pretty good. Danny says the oven failed again, wants cooking. Oh dear. Steve notices the Valpass. Yeah, we did all that, didn't we? Yeah. Let's have a look here. Making sure I've caught up with the messages. Ina saying hi to Sammy. Well done to you. Thank you very much. And I think I've caught up. Yeah, cool. All right, that's good. And you can hear the birds because the gate's not very strong. Do you hear that? That's incredible. I love it. So if I turn the gate off completely, you'd hear birds all the time. It's only when I'm speaking that you hear that, because obviously the gate shuts everything down as soon as you stop talking, right? So let's adjust the gate and see what happens, shall we? Let's for a laugh. Let's have a look here. Advanced. Let's go to this channel. Audio processing. Noise gate. Let's turn it off. Right, here we go. Wow. Can you hear that noise? Not only is that the computer fan, right, which is underneath the desk, you can hear the birds outside the garage. That's how unsoundproofed this garage is. Amazing. You can hear that, right? It's a flying in out. Incredible. So when you put the noise gate back on, it gets rid of the noise underneath, you know, from the computer, the fan underneath the desk, but it also eliminates some of the bird noise until I start speaking, and of course it picks it up. So there we go. So that's the noise gate. I could have shown you that actually on the NDI camera, but yeah, you get the idea. That's all pretty cool. So yeah, again, like if you have any questions, please do drop them in the comments. Would love to hear from you. And if you want to email me, you know, after the show and say, you know, by the way, I've got a question on this, then that's fine. Also, do me a favor by dropping me an email, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The song is available if you want it. Might well be outside, says the Blind Guy Show. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that noise is definitely outside for sure. But it's nice to hear at this time of the evening, and especially in the UK. And the weather's been really good to us lately as well. And we're looking forward to a possible heat wave here in the UK. Nothing like you do in America, of course, or anywhere else in the world, technically. But, you know, we could get up to 22, 23 degrees at times this coming week. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting out in the garden. The grass is growing really quickly, so I've got to mow that with the brand new lawnmower, which is over there somewhere. Can't quite get to it with the camera, but you get the idea. So yeah, looking forward to better days, he says. And yeah, hope you like the new background. It's not complete by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got it as tidy as I possibly can on the camera. Anything backstage and either side of that needs sorting out over the next few weeks, and it'll be all, you know, nice and polished and everything by that stage. I've got a light, by the way, which I'm going to put backstage and pointing up towards the wall. It's one of my DJ lights that I don't use anymore. It's these multicolored LEDs, and you can use it via DMX on the back as well, but it's like a power in and out socket as well. And there are various settings on it, so you can either dial in like a gentle changing color, or you can just dial in a specific color and point it up at the wall, anything like that. So really useful. So I'm going to stick that in the middle, and hopefully that'll give enough splay to kind of make that middle bit there, that kind of drab. Where are we? That bit right behind my head, with the grey brick. Or I might whitewash the brick walls and then point it up at it. What do you reckon? Could possibly do that, I guess, couldn't I? Any suggestions more than welcome, by the way, on how we can, you know, kind of dial stuff in at the back there. But it's all good. It's all good. Tom, if you're still on, by the way, I know you're in the van working, but if you're still on, this is you and your brother when you were at St. John Ambulance. Yeah, he's probably dying of embarrassment right now in the van. But that's Ben, and that's Tom when they were very, very young. But that was quite cute. So that takes pride of place on the shelf back here. Look, you'll be glad to know. And Danny, this is what you want, isn't it? You want a Radio X mug. Next time I'm at the radio station, which is not until July, but I'll try and get you one of those. And Ashley, if you're watching, we need some more mugs. And you know, I haven't got the one. You should put up a green screen. Do you know what? Funnily enough, I do have one. Hang on a second. I've got everything here but the sink. And I could even put that in here, but I don't have it. So yeah. Hang on a second. Let me move all my paperwork stuff out of the way. Is it in here? Yeah, this is part of the assembly for the green screen, and it will go right across the back of there. But I don't tend to use a green screen because I don't like false backgrounds. I prefer the real thing. So nice idea, but yeah, green screen is not going up unless I put it at a different place and turn the camera around to a different angle. That might be an option. Second studio sort of thing. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Shush. Right, excellent. Yeah, anything else? I just love those birds. Brilliant stuff. Fabulous. Yeah, by the way, if you're interested in kind of mixing and all that kind of stuff, here's what you can do. Like when you've got a song produced, and we've got how many tracks here? So I've got 12 tracks, including a click track on the end, which I'm not really using. That's that one there. But don't forget, I don't have the mixer anymore, so I can do everything what they call in the box. Mixing in the box is when you do everything on the computer. Okay, so you don't have a physical mixer to mix on. So I'm going to be mixing everything in the box from now on, of course, because I don't have the mixer anymore. So this, if I go back to the beginning of the tune and press play, we can start to mix this.
It's not easy when you fall in love.
Let's bring those vocals down a bit. That's quite loud, so I'm going to bring that down. drums are quite loud, but that's good because if I drop them down, the compressor kicks in and lifts all that vocal up.
It's not easy when you fall in love. First, I wanted you to know I never let you go, but it was clear right from the start you never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not.
That's the vocal track that we added earlier.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love.
I just want to hear this bit.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy.
I don't know why that drum beat's over there. Anyway, it is.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know where I feel. But your heart is made of steel, and you don't feel the same. It's all because of you, of you, of you. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love.
And the crowd go wild. So yeah, there we go. So if you want a copy of that, email me hello@loveaudio.co.uk and I'll put it down on an MP3. In fact, let's do that now, shall we? Let's mix it down. Hang on. Let's get rid of the mixer, and then what we do is what we have to do when we're mixing, when we're kind of bouncing down, if you will, is so these are all the tracks from start to finish. So let's close that down a bit. So we've got room for that as well, which is cool. And this one's a bit loud as well. Bring that down. Not loud as such, but like too many, taking up too much space in the mix. There we go. That should be all of the tracks. So what I do then is lasso the whole thing, like so. Okay. And because we've got a loop on, that's fine. And we also need to put some flags on here. So we go to marker. That's the start. And then bring the M1 in as well to there. And make sure it's accurate at the end of it. Let's have a look here. Slightly soften the attack on the bass. I sense an occasional pip, and I'm guessing it's the culprit. There you go, Wayne. Brilliant. You should be here mixing it, my friend. Let's have a look. Now, because the echo goes beyond the the track itself, I want to bring the end so that it picks up some of that as well. So. Yeah, even a bit further, I think. So up to bar 80 of the whole song. Okay, cool. So we've got our start and finish, and what we do now is again highlight all of the tracks, like so. So you can't see that, can you? Sorry. Duh. Next stop, Royal Albert Hall. Don't be ridiculous. That's crazy talk. Or Royal Albert Hall. How about down the hall? That's more like it. Next stop, down the hall. Exit stage left. So, hang on, that's not worked. Let's just zoom that back in again. So let's try again. So we highlight everything in the song itself, and then we go to song, export. No, we go to I beg your pardon. We don't. We go to what are we doing here? Edit. No. Right click. Yeah, here we go. So mix down selection. Here we go. So we do that, clipping has occurred. You were right, Wayne. Signal was 3.5 dB over. I'd happily play with the stems dry, but I'm useless when it comes to vocal work. Just not experienced enough. Well, nor me. But anyway, apparently it's clipped 3.8 dB over. Do I want to delete the exported file? No. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Well, look, it's crazy, crazy talk. So let's have a look here. So we can bring that down a bit. And if we play it now, this is the mixed down track, okay?
It's not easy when you fall in love.
And you can see how much that's compressed because it looks like the wave file has got a haircut.
It's not easy when you fall in love.
But that's the limiter working hard to make sure you don't get any distortion or clipping, allegedly.
I never let you go, but it was clear right from the start. You never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy.
Just want to make sure the ending gets. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying because it didn't go to the end of the track. See that? So maybe I can extend that. No, maybe not. Okay, let's do that again. So we're going to delete that version, and we're going to watch the levels on here as well because we know that it's. Now, what was Wayne's comment? Wayne, what did you say about the bass? Let's have a look here. Slightly soften the attack on the bass. Occasional pip, and I'm guessing it's the culprit. Yeah, you're probably right. And also, it's a weird kind of anomaly as well. Some of the bass lines are duplicated. So let's have a look here. I think that's that one there. Let's press play. Hang on a second. Let's go here and let's delete that track. Remove track. There we go. And then we'll highlight all of this again. And what you have to do is to let's have a look here. Hang on. Highlight all of that. Right click and let's have a look here. Hang on. Bear with me, caller. Event. What's it called? Audio. Come on, Paul. Think. Events. Come on, Paul. Convert part to pattern. Wow, okay. That's pretty technical. Not going to do that. Come on, Paul. Think. Center back, center front, mute events, toggle mute, unmute events. Right, okay, yeah, cool. So when you mix down a track in PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, it mutes all of the other tracks, apart from the one you're working on, which is the mix down. So you unmute all the tracks. Hi to Matt Haas. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Thanks very much for joining. We're almost finished, to be fair. It's about 10 to 9 here in the UK, British summertime. 89765. So 10 to 5 where you are? No, I don't know. But anyway, so you have to unmute all the tracks, otherwise it won't play. So Wayne, you were talking about the bass track, weren't you? Which is this one.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. I wanted you to know I never let you go, but it was clear right from the start. You never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love.
Just wait for the drums to kick in again. Just make sure that's not overpowering. Here we go.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know where I feel. That your heart is made of steel, and you don't feel the same. We're wanting different things. That I know is true, and it's all because of you. Of you. Of you.
That's good.
Of you. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love.
Hours and hours of fun. As you probably know, I love messing around with this stuff, and hopefully you guys do too. So there we go. So what we've done is we've kind of just balanced out the mix a little bit. Not very much, I hasten to add. So everything should be highlighted, which it looks like it might be. Let's do that again just in case. We highlight everything that's in there, and then we right click on any part of it and then go mix down selection, like so. So again, clipping is there, Wayne, but it's about 2.8 dB over instead of 3.7, I think it was, last time we did it. You have me laughing with the cheering SFX. Right, thank you. Do I want to delete it? No, I don't. We're going to keep it. So there's the mix down at the end on track 13. And you can see that, it's got some depth and, it's not completely... those birds, incredible. So it's not completely flat. As you can tell, it's got some shape to it on the WAV file, and that indicates that the compressor or the limiter isn't working massively hard, but it is working hard, but it's not that hard. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to bring that down very slightly, okay? And we're going to call this, so I wanted to make sure that it finishes at the end, didn't I? That's the whole point, you pillock. Now, it kind of, okay, so I can zoom into that, and we can put a manual fade on it. Music production is difficult. I'm just starting to dip my toe in the water, so to speak. Brilliant, Matt. Well, you're in the right place, young man. So we're going to just drag the corner of this WAV file here, like that. So it gives us a natural, quite a quick fade. So we go to the last bit here and press play. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It doesn't tail on and on and on, which is fine. And yeah, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. Bring that into there. That's the end of the track. And then what we do is we label this track. It currently says Mix Down 4. So I'm going to relabel it. I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to call this keyboard out of the way. Hang on. So it's going to be called It's Not Easy. And click OK. And then we can song and we can export the mix down. We go to that screen there, you'll see what I'm doing here. So we're going to call it It's Not Easy. Brackets, when you fall in love. Brackets. Okay, and we're going to publish it as an MP3. So we untick the WAV file. 24-bit 48 kilohertz WAV file, and we tick the MP3 box. Now we want it high quality, so 44.1 is okay as a sample rate, but then we want the bit rate to be as high as possible, which is 320, okay, which it is. And we don't want to bypass master effects, we want to keep those intact. We want to go between the start and end markers, which is 2.2, which is 2 minutes and 26 seconds. It's only a short song. Real-time processing, we've already got that on. Bypass the master effects. No, we don't want to bypass it. It's not mono, so we've unticked that. Output main, yes. Close after export, why not? and that's absolutely fine. So we click OK. And it tells us that it's going at 5.5 times faster than real time. And it does fluctuate depending on the speed of transfer. 15 seconds remaining, 12 seconds remaining. This is like rendering. So when you're doing audio or video files, you render down the final video. This is like rendering with audio. So there's quite a lot going on in that file, as you can probably appreciate. So that's done. And then it brings up this. Now I need to... Oh, okay. What's going on here? Let's go there. Properties. That's the WAV file. So we don't need that one. I'm going to delete that. This is the MP3, and I'm going to go to rename, because it always puts 01 start on the front of it for some strange reason. There we go. And then I'm going to go here to properties, details. So the title, it's not easy, brackets, when you fall in love, brackets. Contributing artist is Paul Weber, correct. Album, no. You see, I started this in 2020. It's now 2 years later, and I've still not published it. That's how long it's been going for, right? So it's 2 minutes and 26 seconds in length. Let's change that to 2022 because we're obviously a couple of years ahead now. Genre, dance, I guess. Yeah. Electronica and dance. Should we call it that? Why the hell not? Okay. And then we click apply. And that applies that to that track now, which is cool. Click OK. And if I double click on that now, it brings up the MP3 player on my screen. And this is the final MP3 of that song.
It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall.
Ina saying hi to Matt.
It's not easy when you fall in love. First, I wanted you to know I never let you go. But it was clear right from the start. You never shared the same feelings that I gave. Might as well depart. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. So now you know where I feel. Your heart is made of steel. And you don't feel the same. We're wanting different things. That I know is true. And it's all because of you. Of you. Of you. Of you. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy when you fall in love.
There we go. So if you want a copy of that, email me hello@loveaudio.co.uk and I will get that to you post haste. All right, on MP3. So there we go. We've done it. We've mastered the song, kind of. We've put a limiter across it. We've put some reverb on it. We've put compressor on the vocal channel. We've done a bit of acoustic treatment for the drum kit. Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Why is that not coming up as an emoji? They normally do, Wayne. I don't know why that's not showing up as an emoji. Try that again with the different... What's wash hands? What's that all about? I've never heard of that. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so we've done some treatment on the drum track as well to kind of bring that bass down a little bit as well, and that was the mix verb. No, it wasn't. It was I beg your pardon. It was the what the hell was it? Hang on, let's get rid of some of this stuff and find out. Hang on. It was, and don't forget, by the way, if we're going back to this screen here, don't forget that if you've mixed down a track on PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, you have to, even if you want to just kind of mute that, you then highlight the rest of the tracks and remember to right-click and unmute the events, because then you'll be able to play the whole thing back through again, which is cool. So that now works. With my limited eyesight, I thought I was clapping. Oh. Very good, Wayne. Wrong one. Ah, there it is. He's clapping now. Brilliant. Sorry, still getting used to the Rodecaster Pro and clicking the buttons left, right, and centre. I'm going to get some jingles on there as well, so we should be able to fire those off pretty soon as well. Yeah. So listen, I really hope you've enjoyed tonight's escapade into audio production. We're a little over 9 o'clock right now, so thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. If you've got any questions in the meantime, drop them in the comments, and I will answer them as best as I can and as quickly as I can. If you've got any idea for future streams that you want to see, if you're into production, you want to know what, how compressor works, or how a limiter works, or, how reverb works, or dialing in all kinds of stuff, or look at the stuff specifically related to PreSonus Studio One 5.5 Pro, then do get in touch and we'll feature it on a different stream in the future. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you later next time.